Hello, viewers. Welcome once again to another episode of the Home Economics Show, where we create the standard. Today, we'll be looking at the family. Yes, we have been talking continuously about individuals, about the family. So, what is the family? Are families important? Why do we have families? What constitutes a family? This and many more coming right up. Welcome once again. Over some time now, we've been hearing a lot. The family is breaking down. Social vices are on the rise. And so the show and the team decided to explore, first of all, from the basis. What is a family? A family, according to what we found out, is a group of people that can be related either through marriage, adoption, and they can be blood or not related by blood at all. It can be between 2, 3, 4, etc. Yes, that is a family. And so family does not necessarily mean that you are related by blood. Once again, it can be through marriage and adoption. Now, there are two main types of family, and within our Ghanaian system, this prevails. The first one is the nuclear family, and then the second one, the extended family. One may wonder, but say family there, all family is family. What is nuclear and what is extended? Now, the nuclear family usually is about husband, wife, kids. That is it, one generation of the group of you. And the husband, wife, kids can either be adopted or biological. Then the extended family usually extend beyond 2, 3 generations. So you have the great grandparents, you have the grandparents, you have the parents, you have the kids. That is what we call the extended family. And all of us belong to a family, either nuclear or extended. Now, I know most of my mates are like, oh, as for us, there's my husband and myself, there's my wife and I and our kids. And then your immediate siblings. That we have the family of orientation and then the family of procreation. Now, when we say the family of orientation, we are talking about the family that you are born into. So, for example, I am born into the family of Mr. Kosikumi, right? So that is my family of orientation. At that family, I'm a child. I'm the daughter to Mr. and Mrs. Kumi. Now, when I go to the family of procreation, that is the family whereby I take a role as a parent or as a wife. So when I get married and I move to that family, it's called the family of procreation. And at that point, I'll give birth, and so I become a parent. Now, this is where sometimes it gets tricky for some people. At any point in time, once you go to each of these families, your roles switch. So when you go home, no matter how old you are, and you are married and you have 5 kids, the moment you go to your family of your orientation, you are a child. Let's get that clear. And so you find young people, right? Newly married, they've grown up. If it's outside, they're not married, maybe they've left home and they visit, so they're like, my parents are still treating me like I'm a child. Yes, in your family of orientation, you are a child. You are not anything but a child. Then in your family of procreation, that is where you are a parent, you are a husband, you are a wife. And so that place to you perform your roles as expected. Now, with the nuclear family, there are so many types, okay? We have the conjugal family, we have the joint family system. You know, in some homes you go and then the parents are then all the kids marry and everybody has their own room with their wives and kids. In Ghana, we don't practice that much. I mean, we don't really. But in India, you realize they have big homes. For those who watch a lot of the India movies, I know you can relate to this. And that they have their kids there. We have the blended family, whereby a man or a woman comes to the new family procreation with a child. So let's say that I'm going to get married, right? And then as I'm entering that marriage, I'm coming with a child. My husband also coming might have a child or not. Once we come together and we marry, that type of family is called blended family. Even though it's nuclear, it's called blended family. Exactly. And then we have another type of nuclear family. So we have the single parent, which is also something that is trending now, where we have one parent taking care of the kids. And this can either be as a result of divorce, separation, or just the mere fact that the person has given birth along the life's journey. So these are the types of family and more we have. And then we have the monogamous, just the husband, wife, and the nuclear family. The extended family, which is key, extends beyond. So you have your grandparents, you have your uncles, you have your aunties, and they are all around. That is what we call the extended family. And usually you see the extended family coming much into play when we have social functions like weddings, funerals, etc. within the family. Then you meet your extended family. And that is why in Ghana they will say that you don't marry an individual, but you marry a family, because it is the family's role and responsibility to continue procreation. Yes, that is leading me to some of the roles of family. So we have socialization. Now, it is the family's responsibility to socialize its members. Communication, that is language, mode of dressing, attitudes, behaviors, nature. That is why these days, as the social vices are increasing, everybody is asking, what is the family doing? You might have heard through your social studies class, your vocationals, of course, home economics. Family is the basic unit of society. Family is the backbone of society. We all belong to different families. And so if there are a lot of corruption in Ghana, if there are a lot of things not going well, what does it speak of us? It means that we are breaking the values of our family system. It means that we are letting go of things that used to sustain us as a people. And there is a need for us to turn back and then check on those. Yes, family is key. For people to say that now on my own, I don't want to belong to my family, I have issues with my family, it doesn't augur well for us as a society. Because if you are all to go home, and if our parents and grandparents were to reinstill discipline, we will change. And things will move on smoothly for the country. Now, when we say the extended family, they are good. When we say the nuclear family, they are good. But as humans as we are, both have its advantages and disadvantages. Let's look at the advantages of the nuclear family. 1. Resources are easily managed. Resources. Remember, we've treated resources. So the things that you have available to you that you use to achieve the kind of quality life that you want. So it can be financial resources, your human resources, the kids, the people you have around you. They can help you, and it's easy to manage. It's easy to tell your child, don't do this, go here, sleep at this time. Your husband comes in, okay, we are watching TV at this time, we are going shopping at this time, we are having a meeting, and we are even deliberating it. It's easier to have such meetings and deliberations. It's easy to move, go in and come. But with the extended family, you are laughing. Yes, it's a bit tricky because we all have diverse views. We all have different values, and the numbers are large. That is why sometimes it makes it a bit difficult. Let's take an event like a funeral in the family. You go for family meetings, usually the first meeting you are not really able to come up with any concrete plans as to the date, the venue, the time, what you should do. It will take periodic, and you realize people will leave, some people will get angry. Yes, but then the advantage of the extended family is that when you are not there, Any child belongs to all of us. So if you are not there, you've traveled, you've gone to work, your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, your grandparents, your parents will take care of that child for you. When something goes wrong and there is a need to support a family member, they come together and everybody gives their widow's mite to support, and then the family moves on. And so with this episode on family and its importance, I would like us as a country and as a community of home economists to begin reflecting, how do we go back to take up the good and positive aspect of family living? How do we inculcate this in our kids? Because of the segregation, that is why there are a lot of mischief going on, a lot of social vices, because people are becoming too selfish. They don't think about each other. They're not even thinking about their neighbor. Somebody builds their house and then the whole place is cemented or terrazzoed. It rains and everything just washes off and comes to the street. The next thing you know, the street that was or the road that was constructed very recently starts being destroyed. And then we ask questions: what is government doing? Our resources, the road contractor, but the things we are doing. And so let's take a step back and reflect. In our next episode, we will be looking at the stages that families go through, especially in our age where we have a lot of people going through the nuclear family. And especially if you are there, maybe you are at your courtship stage, we will look at that to help you know what lies ahead. Thank you once again. For our new viewers, welcome. This is the Home Economics Show. For our old viewers, we are grateful that you keep watching us and spreading the love. Don't forget to like, comment or share the Home Economics Show on your channel. And until same time next week, it's bye bye for now.